Hi, this is Miss Erig, and we're going to talk about F-BF.B. And the first question that we're going to look at, F-BF.B is build new functions from existing functions. We're going to look at the June 2014 test, question number 28 to start. The vertex of the parabola represents this, and it has the coordinates of this. Find the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola divided by g of x equals f(x minus 2). Explain how you arrived at your answer. We will be using a calculator because we can use it graphically if we want, or we can also do it algebraically. But just a couple things to remember. Vertex is the turning point of the parabola. Okay? Just to remember, if I do it like this, okay, this right here will be my point, and that's the max, and this is facing down. If my graph looks like this, or something similar, this would be my min or my lowest point, and it would be facing up. And look, it makes sense. The U up. So let's look at this. We know that f of x's vertex is 2, -1. Now this means that for every function x, this is what we're going to do to x. Okay? This means that in order to get our new function g, instead of writing x, we're going to write this, x minus 2. So here's my first equation. F of x equals x squared minus 4x plus 3. Now g of x is going to equal f of x minus 2. So anywhere that I used to write x, now I'm going to write x minus 2. So that's going to equal x minus 2 squared minus 4 times x minus 2 plus 3. All I did is I took whatever was here and I plugged it in for x. Now, you don't have to do any more pretty math. We can take that equation right here, and we can take this and plug it right into y equals of the calculator. So here's my calculator. I'm going to hit y equals, and I'm going to plug it in exactly like this with all the parentheses. So I have parentheses x minus 2 parentheses squared minus 4 parentheses x minus 2 parentheses plus 3. Now I love tables, so I'm going to hit second graph, which is where it says table in blue. Now I see my table. So I know that by going up or down, let's follow the numbers. Well, here the numbers are going down, 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 down. And then all of a sudden, at 4, -1, my numbers start going up. So I know that my g of x vertex is 4, -1. And if I graph it, and just by hitting graph, I can see that's where my new one is. So how did we get from 2, -4 to 4, -1? What are the coordinates? Well, we know it did this. Okay, how did we go about doing that? Well, what we did, because we have to explain our answer, we plugged x minus 2 into f of x, 4x, then we graphed g of x and looked at table to locate vertex. Oops. Okay. So that is the end of that problem. Now we have one more that relates to F-BF.B. Okay. The next one that we're going to look at is this one, and it says on the axes below, they want us to graph the absolute value of 3x. Yay, they want us to graph. Well, this is from the August 2014, number 33. I love graphing. I love graphing because once you know how to plug it into the calculator, it's very easy. I'm going to go here, see how it's blinking? That's my problem from the last one. All I'm going to do is hit clear, right here, clear. Now I'm going to plug in the absolute value of x. The fastest way to do it, or like one of the best ways, is just to hit math, which is right underneath alpha. See how it says math? We're going to go over to num, and there it says ABS. That means absolute value, ABS, and so we'll hit enter. Inside there, I'm going to write 3x. Now see, it's blink, 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 blink. I have to hit the arrow to get out. Now, some calculators, when you hit ABS, it'll look like this. That's okay. You would just write ABS 3x parentheses. Okay? Now, I can hit graph just to kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And now I'm going to hit second table and see my points. Well, I'm going to see the first point that I can plot is negative 3, 9. The reason is that there's only 10 boxes here. So I'm going to go a little bit over, and I'm going to type in negative 3 up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My next point is negative 2, 6, negative 1, 3, 0, 0, then it goes right back up. 1, 3, 2, 6, and 3, 9. Okay, now we need to get our straight edge, and of course I did not bring my straight edge with me, so I'll use this packet. And I'm going to connect these dots, and because it's not bound by range, I can write my little infinity arrows. Boom, boom. Okay, and I'm going to label it f of x equals the absolute value of 3x. Okay, now it says if f of x, if g of x equals f of x minus 2, how is the graph translated? Well, what I like to do is, let's use our calculators again. So we're going to go to y equals, and this time we're going to type in the absolute value again, because remember, we know that this means the absolute value of 3x, but now I'm going to type in minus 2. So I'm going to still leave this equation typed in. And now I'm going to type it again. So I'm going to go math to number, enter, type my 3x, but this time when I get out of the parentheses, or bracket, depending on what you're doing, I'm going to write subtract 2. Now because I want to tell the difference between these two graphs, I have to hit the left arrow all the way over. See how it's going blink, blink, blink? I'm just going to hit enter once, and now it's darker. So now when I hit the graph button, there's my first graph, but look what happened. Here's my second graph. What happened to the points? It moved down. How many points do you think it moved down just looking at this? Probably 2. If we want, we can hit second table and let's confirm it. It went from 9 to 7, 6 to 4, 3 to 1. So how did the graph translate? Graph moved down to y values. Okay. Now we're going to go back, and it says h of x equals f, not f of x, but f of x minus 4. So what I have is, I have my absolute value of 3, but instead of writing x, I'm going to write x minus 4. Okay. So we're going to go back to our y equals, and here I'm going to write 3 parentheses x minus 4, and then I don't need this, so I'll delete this. Okay. Oh, why did I have that? Let's put an enter. We need to enter in my last parentheses. So I have the absolute value of 3, x minus 4, in the line. So let's see what happens. I hit graph. Here's my first equation. Here's my second equation. What do we think happened? It moved over. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many did it move? It moved 4 places to the right. Moved to the right. 4 x values. Okay, and that concludes this problem, and we'll stop. That's the end of F-BF.B.